What up, it's your boy Geronimo, and we're back again with another video. So I see this over time, just browsing the internet in general, on certain social media, message boards, even comments under other videos. 8BitDo releases a lot of different controllers over the span of each year, and as with the Switch 2 is out and it's getting more and more popular as like every month goes by, we want to know what controllers work on the daggone thing. And I mean, we already know a couple can now wake the Switch 2, which I have a video up here. You'll see in the title card if you want to check it out later. And there's some other third-party controllers as well that can do that too. But today, what I'm pretty much going to do, I want to be able to kind of give you guys a quick way to tell what controller works on Switch 2. So I'm here on the website on the computer, but you can access this on your mobile device or your Mac or anything like that. And first, you gotta understand the very first thing about 8BitDo's controllers. So we can ignore latest products; these are just a mishmash of things. So you gotta understand they pretty much have two type of layouts for their Pro controllers, and it's gonna be the ABXY. So they have two styles. They have the Xbox one, which we do see here. A is on the bottom of the diamond shaped button layout, A, X, Y, B. And then we have the Nintendo layout, which we know they've deviated off in the past with like outliers like the Nintendo 64, Nintendo GameCube, and whatnot, and even some of the early Game Boy handhelds when they only had A and B on there. But the Nintendo layout is basically where the A button's on the right side of the diamond shaped orientation. So it's B, Y, X, A. So pretty much when you're looking for controllers and you want to play them on Switch 2, look out for the button layout. Very easy first thing to check. The next thing is make sure that they're what type of controller it is. Bluetooth controller is pretty much how like all of the main console controllers connect to their systems respectively. So that won't require like a cable to plug into like a USB port, whether it be a Type C if you got it like that to plug into the top or bottom of the Switch 2, or any type of USB plugging into the dock itself. So that's very important. So these controllers here pretty much work on Switch 2 and Switch 1. 2.4G or wireless connection controllers, these require a dongle, like a USB dongle here. And they can work on Switch 2, but you gotta make sure it's the right controller for it. These all here, these are pretty much just outside of like the retro ones, like this one style, like the Sega Genesis 6-button controller. They all pretty much have the Xbox layout because A is on the bottom. Gotta keep that in mind. Wired controllers are wired controllers, but since again these are mostly in the Xbox layout, these are mainly for Windows. So one thing I would recommend as another step to kind of tell if it works on Switch 2 is you will go up to support and scroll down to Bluetooth controllers. Again, keep in mind the button layout. A is on the right side. And as you hover over, you're going to see it say something like the name of the controller with its manual and FAQ, frequently asked questions. You're going to see firmware. Now, have you seen some of my other videos about setting up other controllers on the Switch 2? You're going to probably see this page a couple of times. But what you'll want to do is go to Update Log and pretty much look for something that says Added Support for Switch 2. You're pretty much going to want to look for that specifically. So that means that version and up, so for this, the arcade controller, it started with firmware 1.04, it adds support for Switch 2. And then, after that, adds some other updates for whatever 8BitDo is doing. So that's pretty much the best way to tell which controller works on Switch 2. I'll keep you guys up to date if I find out any more information about like new controllers working with it. In addition to if they're able to wake up the Switch 2 as well, because the only controllers that can wake up the Switch 2 is the Pro 3 Bluetooth gamepad and the Ultimate 2 Bluetooth controller. Now I don't know if they'll add to the arcade controller or the 64 controller, which is supposed to be with the analog 3D console whenever that releases. But nothing about that yet. But again, I'll keep you guys posted next time I hear anything about it. But yeah, if this helped you out, or interested in any other 8BitDo videos, go ahead and like the video and comment what controller you're looking for, or which controller do you wish supported the Switch to. And also, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have more videos coming with like third-party controller support, Nintendo Switch content, and all sorts of enthusiast gaming needs. Alright, take it easy. Peace.